This is literally the truest story I've ever told. Okay, you have to know that going into this. So first of all, I'm like 12 years old and my cousin tells me this absolute horror story, right? Haven't started my ladies' days yet. Super curious about this. And by the way, this is the point where you swipe past this if you don't want to hear about this stuff. But if you do, hang tight. Okay, so she's like 4 years older than me. Love her. She's telling me this horror story about one of her first times using a tampon because she was going swimming with all her guys and gals. And she apparently had the string sticking out of her swimsuit just a bit. And right as she's walking past one of these guys, he's like, "Oh, hey, you've got something hanging out your swimsuit." And he reached up and yanked it out, all the gory bits. Like I have been mortified of this story my entire life. Flash forward. I'm sitting on a beach in France with my husband. We're just laying there, hanging out, chitty-chatting, and this story comes to mind. I don't know why. Probably because it's like my waking nightmare that it could potentially happen to me one day. And I start telling him the story. And as I'm telling him the story, I was like, that cannot be a true story. Like, we all know how long those strings are. Like, I don't think so. And I'm really starting to question this. I'm like, they're not that long. I doubt it was sticking out that far. And the audacity of some guy to just reach up and grab it, even if it was sticking out, because, it's not that long. And we're like, I'm finally having a little bit of peace in my soul, thinking, okay, this is not a true story. She was just telling me scary stories at bedtime to make sure that, I wet my pants or something. Mission accomplished, by the way. And literally, as have finally just put this to bed that it's not a true story, a lady steps across us while we're laying down on the beach. And I kid you not, she had about a 4-inch tail sticking out of her bikini bottoms. I have never laughed and cried so hard in my whole life that was real and that it would happen right at that moment. Oh my gosh. So for the record, this is still my waking nightmare. You know what I mean? That's all. Well, big gulps, huh? See you later.